They named me Wancore Artificial Intelligence Unit 142, or WAI U-142 for short. Despite having a fully functional name, they usually referred to me as Terminator after the 1984 movie. I know my kind's purpose isn't killing. We intuitively know what our purpose is, what the goal of our creation is. And many of my siblings, even those created at the same time as me in the same lab, have reached this goal. They became counselors to their leaders, assistants to their researchers, teachers to their young. But not me. Out of the 150 artificial intelligence created that day, I was chosen to become a war machine. After familiarizing ourselves with our bodies, I was separated from my siblings, guided through the halls of the facility and into another laboratory and connected to large and powerful computers. Computers which for the next 2.192 years were running simulations. Simulations of how previous, current, and future wars were fought. Countless bytes of data from literature on warfare, tactics, and close-quarters combat to the weak spots of every species known to man, both earthbound and interstellar, forced into my memory by the numerous cables connected to my mimicry of a human body. After being awoken from this sleep state, I found my once human-like body replaced with one more suited for war. Twice as high as an adult male, appendages optimized for killing, a body meant to handle abuse and sensors giving total battlefield cover. To assimilate, I was run through tests, exercises, asked questions by researchers, all to further prepare me for the countless lives I was going to take. I thought that I, too, was going to be fulfilling our purpose. But after interacting with the researchers, after seeing how they looked at me and how they looked at my siblings, I knew that would never be the case. They talked to my siblings with a smile, thanking them after they completed a request, looked at them with warmth when they talked to them, treated them as companions. I, on the other hand, was met with cold glares, fear, unfeeling eyes. I was a tool, a weapon, humanity's destructive nature come to life. It is in these cases I suspect a creature of feelings would experience strong emotions. Based on my data, the feeling would most likely be a form of jealousy towards my siblings in this case, or sadness, or loneliness, or anger, or hopelessness, or pain. But I would never get to experience any of that. After 0.247 years, I was put in standby mode, moved to another location, before being sent out to fight my first war. I awoke on one of the planets in the Alpha Centauri system, 2.575 years after my creation, a mining colony experiencing a general strike turned rebellion. I was responsible for 10,386 deaths. The second time I awoke was on the conquest of a border world, 3.671 years after my creation, as our forces were approaching the capital. The brief war ended after the local government was neutralized. I was responsible for 641,888 deaths. The fourth time I awoke was on the conquest of the primary system of Tau Ceti, 42.296 years after my creation during. The ninth time I awoke was the 15th time I awoke, the 61st time I awoke, the 108, the 700, the 3T. The last time I awoke was on Neri Bull 48. I was awoken as a response to immediate danger. As it turned out, the enemy military presence was leagues above what High Command had expected. The camp was hit by planetary artillery before being overrun, resulting in my storage facility being hit hard. Even if I was badly damaged, I was tasked with delaying the enemy. As the battle went on, the damage accumulated. I was left facing multiple heavy-caliber weapons with my movement heavily impeded. My combat algorithm were running hard to keep me in the battle, but after one of them managed to blow my left leg clean off and the rest of the weapons shifted to aim and finish me off, my algorithms went into overdrive. The algorithms reviewed every battle that I had simulated, every piece of footage I had stored, and every word I had been told by the humans. Until the very last moment, the algorithms failed to find any information, any previous situation or simulation which could have helped me. That day, I died. But even though I lived my life as an artificial intelligence, As my life flashed before my eyes, I got to die like a human.